The game yesterday, the downfall that is Chile, loses
Oh,
to
Brian
Lincoln
Kelly. Yeah.
Riley in the fashion that he always does in the fourth quarter. I'm not shocked. Everybody else was shocked. They're like, "Oh my god, it's LSU. Like, how do we like?" No, 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 no. It's Chip Kelly,
Brian Kelly.
Brian
Brian.
Kelly. My bad,
Yeah. And
Brian
that and that
Kelly.
that's 3 years in a row, right?
I
That
think it
he's
was.
lost
It's
opening.
like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
Like,
this is his third year there, right?
I think it
Yeah.
And then
is.
he's lost opening game every year.
Like, at what point does the leash end here? Like, you start off 0-1, 3 straight years. I mean, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is with Brian Kelly. Like, with
I mean, for starters, they play against good teams to open the season every year, which why?
Yeah. Right.
Like, to me, one, I mean, it's different now. Like before when it was the 4-team playoff, that win really boosts you, but if you lose, it kind of tanks you. So it was risky there. It's a little different now that you can lose 1, maybe 2 games and still get in, depending on which ones you lose. But yeah, why play such a good team to start?
Right. Well, let's stay right here and ask this, Nate. I'm gonna kind of ask you this, but we're gonna go back to those games. Of the teams that we talked about, Clemson with Dabo, Florida with Napier, some of these coaches. I mean, we got to ask that question. I mean, they should be concerned for their job, man. What do you think?
I don't know. I gotta coach them better. No, I'm just kidding. No, in all seriousness, I just think it's number one, the transfer portal plays a role, NIL plays a role. It's also how you recruit. Example, like Brian Kelly, coming from Notre Dame, it's a totally different ballgame than SEC. Like you got you on your P's and Q's when it comes to coaching, recruiting, all that. I do like there's some coaches that do deserve some grace, especially when you're coming into programs that were mediocre before you got there. Now, are you supposed to beat teams like LSU should have did last night? Absolutely, but some of it's not like I can't always put it on coaches. Like it's how you practice, that's how you play, and that's where I think a lot of it also has to be taken into consideration. So like when you see games like last night, like I could go into a film session and go, well, if you'd have ran this route right, or if you'd have saw this safety drop back, you should have seen those things. Right. It's just, I think it's all about just how really players prepare for the games. I mean, I wouldn't say like a guy like Brian Kelly, for example, should be on the hot seat. I wouldn't say that like that. Now Napier in Florida, like it might be time, because like when you have your opponent telling recruits come play for us. Yeah.
What that player did on Instagram or whatever after the game.
That's not a good look. I'm sorry.
And no, Alex, I'm gonna bring this to you. I mean, let's go to Dabo. I mean, we know his success. We know what's made him great, but some of the things that they say is some of the things that they said about Saban. He can't change. He's going to stick with how he does things. And it's doesn't seem, he has great defenses, but it's not working in these big games like this.
Yeah, well, I think Saban begrudgingly he didn't want to change with the times, but he eventually did. You looked at what they started doing with the transfer portal and NIL and all that, and he caved because he knew he had to, and started to kind of bring them back to dominance again. Dabo still refuses, and I don't know why. Yeah. You look at it, they've got, I think they said before the game, 0% starters are coming from the transfer portal. And I mean, Georgia, I think they said only had 11%, but that's Georgia, who's, you've got 32 5-star recruits a year, and I swear they get 25 of them. It's a little different when you're looking
definitely do an NCAA 25. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a little different here looking at it when you're looking at Clemson, who isn't having that same success recruiting high school kids anymore either.
Yeah.
They're not getting as many 5-stars and as many 4-stars as they did because you're starting to see, hey, I can get this kind of money here, and all the leveling or the playing field starting to level out, and they're getting left in the dust.
Yeah.
So to me, Dabo's probably not on the hot seat because of what he's done for that school. I think it's justified if he is, though. Something's got to change there.
Yeah.
But to add on to Alex's point also as well, with NIL and the transfer portal, you know who's also winning? The mid schools. Like,
Yeah,
the days of going to the Alabamas, the
Yeah.
Kentuckys, the Clemsons, the Ohio States, that's going out the door. I mean, and also, and some of it also too, I think, is a little bit of like Dabo's old school. So
Yeah.
you know, as it says, you once you get older, you're stuck in your ways. Like, it's his program, he's built it. He could do whatever he wants. But I also too, I think there, you know, you Alex said it, you do have to adjust with the times. Nick Saban did it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does come to a point where you do kind of have to go like, do you just want to be like here or do you want to go here? Like, if you just want to be here, yeah, be prepared to be just a mid-tier school. But
I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we know all the success that they have had. So one side you could say, hey, you know, we can rest on that. We in the CFP, you know, we were in there year after year with like 6 or 7 years straight. But to your point, the best coaches, and we saw in the Georgia game against him, the best coaches make the adjustments. And that's why Kirby Smart is so successful right now, and he can continue to just bring in guys right one after the other.